Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Pin Decker of Kung Tech Fu, getting stronger every day along with you. I've been preparing to make this video pretty much all day as I gathered my thoughts, because I don't want you guys to think that I'm giving you an assortment of disassociated, things that do not work hand in hand. I want you to understand that what I'm giving you is a cohesive, organic view of that which works together to everything to move in one direction. We're not simply saying, take a look at this. Oh, wait a minute. Let's take a look at that. Wait a minute. Let's go over here. Let's take a look at that. No. We're not doing that. What we are doing is we're trying to find out what is the plan. That's what I am revealing to you guys. What is the plan based upon some actual, factual, concrete laws and guidelines? There's a misnomer going on today that, people think that their opinions and their emotions are reality. It is not. That's simply how you're choosing to look at it at that moment. But beyond that, beyond how you feel, beyond your worldview, beyond your religion or whatever, your likes, your dislikes, your preferences, beyond all of that, ladies and gentlemen, there is something known as universal law. Okay? So when we look at universal law, what are we looking at? Universal law simply means that which is true for me is also true for you, and has been true since the beginning of time and will be true until the end of time. That's what we grab onto. That's what we take a hold of. That's how we stay organized. That's how we are able to see clearly and to use our powers of deduction to be able to come up and make some fairly good decisions from time to time, or most of the time, I should say. All right, so that we are operating on full and complete knowledge. Okay, because if we don't have the right amount of knowledge, we can't possibly come up with the right conclusion. And that leads me to this. These 12 universal laws, ladies and gentlemen, is something that we need to know and understand, because I told you before, this just isn't crypto and about how to get money and how to be rich and act like I'm crazy and run around like I'm stupid on some game show and act like I'm a damn fool. No, this is about understanding how to be the rightful master of yourself, how to neutralize any and all opponents, okay, by coming out from among them and being what ye separate. Okay, now all of this is based upon universal law. Now, what does universal law actually mean? I just told you. It means whatever is true for you is also true for me. All right, regardless of whether you're a giraffe, a squirrel, a rhinoceros, a tree, a rock, it doesn't matter. Universal law is universal law. Okay? If I go up to the top of the Empire State Building and jump off, I will fall to my death. If you go up to the Empire State Building and jump off, you will also fall to your death. That is an example of, it's a terrible example, but it's an example of universal law. So with that, you understand that there are 12 universal laws. If you want to understand the universe, as Nikola Tesla said, think in terms of energy, vibration, and frequency, and understand that 369 is to unlock the secrets of the universe, okay? But they forgot one thing. They forgot this 12. If you look at a clock, you'll see sometimes it doesn't even have numbers. It only has 4 numbers, 3, 6, 9, and 12, because they know with those 4 coordinates, you can pretty much figure out the rest, okay? North, east, west, south. That's what news means. When you watch the news on TV, that's what news stands for. It's not a word, it's an acronym. It stands for that which is happening in the north, in the east, in the west, and in the south. So here we have the law of divine oneness, the law of vibration, the law of attraction, the law of correspondence, the law of action, the law of cause and effect, what I talk about a whole lot. The law of compensation, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, the law of relativity, the law of polarity, the law of rhythm, and the law of gender. Okay, so those are universal laws. Now you can, matter of fact, you can take a look at this because there's a little bit of an explanation on the other side, like over here, the law of divine oneness, everything is connected, and this, that, and the other, because we are all one, ladies and gentlemen. I am you, you are me. We are just two leaves on the same tree. Whether you're on a higher branch or a lower branch, we are both working for the common good of the whole. All right. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So before we go any further, let's take a look at Spritz, okay, finance, because if it's not practical, it's not spiritual. Okay. So let's take a look at Spritz. This is, you could pay your bills with crypto in DeFi, whether you get it from GameFi, Illuvium, the metaverse, there's, Mateo, all of that stuff, NFTs, you were over on OpenSea's DAOs, okay? And for those of you who don't know what DAOs mean, DAO stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization, and that specifically refers to smart contracts, okay? So this is Spritz Pay. Now, when you go to Spritz Pay, check this out. They're going to give you $10 towards your first payment on your first utility bill. And yes, you can pay your utility bills with this, ladies and gentlemen. What type of bills can you pay with Spritz Pay? With your crypto, you can pay your credit cards, mortgage, utilities and services, your student loans, car payments, and more, ladies and gentlemen. But aside from that, we have another guy up in the house today. And that is the Infinite Club Cards. Now, the Infinite Club Cards, ladies and gentlemen, what they actually do is they actually give you, it basically picks up where the Spritz crypto card left off at. All right. So that's where you have that. All right. And let's just take a quick look here. As a matter of fact, let's go on over to the Gmail. All right, and we're going to take a look at some things over here, and I'm kind of revealing my hand here. I didn't mean to do that, but here we go. If we go over to Infinite Club Cards, right? I thought I had this primed and ready for you guys, but I guess not. Just hang out with me, guys, because I promise you that this is more than worth the wait, ladies and gentlemen. Infinite Club Cards. I don't know why it's choosing not to come up. Let's try this one up here, ladies and gentlemen. Is this the one? Yeah, Google. No, that's not the one. Let's go on over here and let's try Infinite Club Cards. Yeah, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. For some reason, I thought I had it queued up and it just disappeared. But, such is life. Anyway, this is Infinity Club Cards, and I covered this yesterday in the video yesterday if you watched that, and if not, you should go back and watch that because I'm not going to go in depth into it today. But in short, these Infinity Club Cards, what they're going to allow you to do is they're going to allow you to pay for stuff outside of your utilities that Spritz pays, because you don't just want to be able to spend your crypto on only bills. Like I said yesterday, sometimes you're going to want to, buy some sneakers, and basically you want to use your crypto. You want to use the dividends that you get from crypto to be able to pay for your lifestyle. That actually is the goal, ladies and gentlemen. I told you, the plan, part of the plan, or the end result of the plan should be for you to obtain wealth, expand your wealth, and to live off the dividends. Well, here you have it, okay? With Infinity Club Cards, you will be able to do just that. You will be able to take that which you earn. Let's say you're in the drip ecosystem and you happen to have $800 in your drip garden. Okay, well, you can take that out of there and convert that over onto your card and go ahead and spend that any way you see fit. Okay, so that's that, ladies and gentlemen. And I was hanging out with the Spider-Man today. I call him the Spider-Man. But before we get to the Spider-Man, I just want to go over this right here with Mr. Albert Einstein. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who does not pays it. In short, people who work for their money don't understand it. That's why they pay it. People who do understand it They have the power of choice. Therefore, they get to choose how they will spend their time. This is why we don't sell our time for money, okay? Or if we are looking forward to bringing that to a close so that we can not only quit our day job, but quit all of our jobs, okay? And so there we have that. Now, there are some other things that I want to bring to your attention, guys. And yes, AMC Doge update, ladies and gentlemen. AMC Doge is going through an audit, and some people were commenting in my section below of yesterday's video, and they were saying, oh, saying this is going to rug and it's going to be like that. And I simply told those people, I says, you know what, you may be right. Time tells all stories. I mean, of course, we hope that is not the case, because none of us wants to be out of pocket on this thing. However, if they did want to do that, they could have just did that. The fact that the platform continues to work, ladies and gentlemen, today when my, because I couldn't take out my money. So I says, well, hey, I may as well, continue to make some money with it. So today my money was sitting in my account, and I says, well, all right, let me see if I can extract it. And when I went to extract it, I got this, let's see if we can, this one. Yeah, it told me right here, you can only withdraw 3% of your balance, okay? So you see I had 1051 there, right? And, and of course my withdrawal address is whitelisted, so nobody can steal my money. So if anybody try and go into even if they get into my account, it won't go anywhere else but there, okay? But however, I tried to take 500 out so I could put that into another platform. And they told me I can only take 3% of that. So 3% of 1051 is 31 and some change. So I was successful and able to actually go through that transaction. But what happened was, when I checked a little later, I looked up here and it says awaiting review. See, 3152. That's actually awaiting review right now. So the only thing I can make of that is that they must still be working in tandem with the auditors who wants to audit that or what have you, And I don't actually go for any of this stuff in the sense that, it's actually, I don't know. From my point of view, it's not actually right, because we are working with digital assets. We are not working with financial securities. So all of this stuff is misplaced. But Mr. Gary Gensler, he never leaves us alone. They don't want you to have crypto. We already know this. We already know that this is a war, okay? And we're going to have to fight this war. And we're going to basically have to place ourselves in a position where we can nullify the powers that should not be, is how I like to explain them, okay? They're in power. They want to remain in power. They want to keep you oppressed, suppressed, and repressed, because they want to keep you dependent upon them. This is why it's your job to become the rightful master of yourself. And this is the first time in history that you have this powerful tool called blockchain to be able to neutralize them. And there's essentially pretty much not a whole lot they can do about it. But what you can do about it is you can educate yourself as to what the plan is. And understanding the plan, I told you guys before, and I don't know if you were paying attention or not, but I spoke to you about the second conversion. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is the first conversion is to go from worthless fiat into cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is under attack, of course, and aside from the, you got the attackers, and the regulators on one side, and then you got the scammers on the other side. It's like all out anarchy, man. Which is why, people like myself, we make our YouTube videos and we try to bring some semblance of order and understanding amidst the chaos and confusion. And I myself, this is why I put my links down in the description so that you can have the proper, give you safe passage basically through the crypto space. Because that I'm going to give you the right contract addresses to the right coins. I'm going to give you my official, links that I used. you know, if there is a referral program in place, sometimes there's not a referral program in place, but I still give you guys the knowledge because I don't only cover things where there's a referral program in place for me to benefit on the reciprocal end. You know, I also cover things where there is no referral program, because if it's good for me and I find that it's beneficial for me, I'm going to hand it over to you guys. Okay. So with that, let's go over here and let's take a look at this guy here. This is my new brother right here. This is Ted. You know, he goes by the name of Ted Talks on Lift Capital. And man, oh man, you know, he always says, you know, he's giving blessings, you know, on his channel. And indeed he does. You know, this guy really knows his stuff. You know, I was very impressed with his vernacular, his articulation, and his depth of knowledge, and more so his depth of understanding. Like, he really understands the full weight of what's going on here. So, you know, big ups to Ted, you know, and you should go over to his channel and you should watch everything that he does, okay? Because, you know, like, I'm looking at his channel and the thing he covers, and as I'm thinking it, he's saying it, I'm like, man, this guy is really on top of stuff, you know? Anyway, so that's Ted for you. But like I said, I was hanging out with the Spider-Man today, and today is Spider-Man's birthday. You know, so yeah, let me just find it since I got this picture for you guys. This is Mr. Man XRP at Twitter. If you go to Twitter and you type in at Mr. Man XRP, that's who this is. And today's his birthday, so we wish him a happy birthday. I believe he said he turned 40 years old today, you know. But this pose he's got going on right here, this is, as you can tell, just after he slam dunked and just dropped some mad science on us. Because just as Ted knows his stuff, Mr. Man knows his stuff. As a matter of fact, I watched a video where those two collaborated on one video. And man, it was like the boom shakalaka. You know, you had two guys that really knew their stuff just dropping mad science on us. And what is that science, ladies and gentlemen? That science, of course, is the plan. The plan is about the second conversion. Okay, like I said, the first conversion is from fiat over to cryptocurrency. You know, you're going to do your Ethereum and your Ethereum compatible blockchains, you know, like Binance, like Avalanche, like Polygon, you know, and all of those things are based on Ethereum. So you see, when they attack Ethereum, they're attacking Binance, Avalanche, Polygon, and all of those smart contracts all at the same time, because Ethereum is the root of DeFi, okay? Because first we only had Bitcoin. For those of you who don't know, Bitcoin is the only actual cryptocurrency, okay? Which is why anything other than Bitcoin is called an altcoin. Alt standing for alternative, because it's an alternative. An alternative to what? Alternative to Bitcoin, okay? So Bitcoin is actually the only cryptocurrency that there is. In all actually, technically speaking. Everything else is an altcoin, okay? So there you have it. So that's the difference, ladies and gentlemen, between a coin and a token, okay? A coin has its own blockchain, whereas a token uses somebody else's blockchain. All right, so just know and understand that. So yeah, educate yourselves. But what we're talking about today, ladies and gentlemen, is we're talking about the plan. Now, when they lock down the plan, I want you to know and understand who this guy is, okay? This is Mayor Amschel Rothschild. Mayor Amschel Rothschild was very famous for several quotes, and key among them was, "Let me issue and control a nation's money, and I care not who writes the law." Okay? That's actually worded differently. The way I remember it is, "Give me control over a nation's currency, and I care not who makes its laws." That's how I burned that into my memory. But you see, basically what he was saying here is, you see, this right here was the birth of the concept of diplomatic immunity. Meaning, your laws don't apply to me because I control the money. You mess with me, and you won't be able to pay your bills. You won't be able to feed your children, you know? So basically, that's what diplomatic immunity, that concept was really, you know, born from that line of of thinking in that line of principle, of the principle of force, you see. All right. So in this same breath, what I'm trying to show you guys, in order for you to understand the full weight of what's really going on, he said, let me issue and control a nation's money, and I care not who writes the laws. What I'm submitting to you today is you will not only be able to control a nation's money, you will control the global money when you do the second conversion. What is the second conversion, ladies and gentlemen? The second conversion is into ISO 2022 coins, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. You got your Stellar Lumens, you got your XRP, you got your XDC, all right? You got your Algorand, all right? You got your Constellation DAG, even though Constellation DAG isn't technically ISO just yet, but Quant is. As a matter of fact, Quant is so ISO, is pretty much the nucleus of this whole thing going on. What they call the rails, okay? Because in order for something to travel like a train, it needs tracks, it needs rails. These are the rails. You are looking to own the rails, okay? With Stronghold, okay? You are looking to own the rails with all of these different coins coming in, like Comtech, that's on XDC, that's redeemable by gold. All of these things that are coming, ladies and gentlemen, that are here now. All right. So there's a lot of different things that you can look at. And I suggest that you go over to Mr. Man's video. This is the Spider House, you know, as he likes to say, you know, he's a grown man in a Spider-Man mask, you know what I'm saying? He's not a financial advisor, neither am I. Okay, none of us are financial advisors. However, what we are doing is we're revealing the plan. All right, the plan ascribes to the principle of force. Now, if we go and look at Mr. Zach Rector today, Zach is a guy that knows his stuff as well. He's a XRP guy. He's got some, you know, he's got some XRP merch and all of that. But one of the things he was talking about today was he was talking about somebody who posted this because they bore witness that Nigeria has declared its old banknotes as worthless and unable to purchase anything. This scenario will be making its way to a Western democracy near you soon. Prepare accordingly. All right. This is why you want to have tokenized coins, ladies and gentlemen, that are redeemable for silver, that are redeemable for gold, that are redeemable for platinum and palladium, that are redeemable for diamonds, ladies and gentlemen. That you essentially can reinstall on an individual level. You don't have to wait for the government. You don't have to wait for the Federal Reserve. You, as an individual, being your own bank, can reinitiate your own gold standard once again, ladies and gentlemen, where your tokens are backed by real world assets, risk-weighted assets, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you want. And you can go anywhere in the world and spend that. Whether you're in Italy, whether you're in France, whether you're in Brazil, okay? Because you have global money. Not money that's here today, gone tomorrow because the hype is gone and, you know, you went and brought, you know, this new, you know, meme coin and it's worth a lot of money today, it's worth nothing tomorrow, okay? Gold, silver, platinum, palladium, gold, diamonds, all of these things will be here for years to come on in. Now, let's go on over here, ladies and gentlemen, and let's take a look at the Decent Wallet. When you go in and you, I advise you guys to get a Decent Wallet, okay? No, not advise, okay? I'm not supposed to use that word. I strongly suggest that you guys get a Decent Wallet because you can lock this down with a hardware peripheral that you hold in your hand to give permission to release your funds to and fro, thus locking your wallet down with more than, you know, with a very strong 2FA, I might say. All right. If we go here to Fathom, here's one of the things that you can do when it comes to the XDC network. Okay, you will be able to have sustainable liquidity pool with Fathom Fi. Okay, now there's another Fathom Finance that's on the Binance Smart Chain. That is not what we're talking about. We are talking about Fathom Finance that is on the XDC blockchain. All right, XDC is an ISO 2022 compliant coin. In other words, it is one of the railways of digital ledger technology money. It is the money that will be here very, very soon. I told you we are revealing the plan to you. You have 3 years to get yourself together, okay? Because in November of 2023, remember, November of 2023, this process will start. Okay, the same thing that's happened in Nigeria will happen here soon. One day your money will be completely worthless and you will not know what to do with yourself. Do not let this smack you in the face. It is time to get prepared, and it is time to get prepared right now. Okay, you got 3 years, but do not wait till you need every available second to get as much as you can, and not only to get as much as you can in the sense of storing up, but I told you to accumulate to obtain the wealth, to expand your wealth through compound interest, and then live off the dividends so that you don't have to sell your wealth. You see, you're not just going to get a bag of gold or silver, whatever, and just hold on to it for dear life. No, because first of all, the tokenized utilities are unconfiscatable. Second of all, we will be able to stake them in a manner where we do not lose possession of ownership of it, so that we are actually farming. See, this is where staking and yield farming comes into place. And there's different types of staking. There's fluid staking. There's a bunch of stuff going on here. But you see here with XDC, you can lend. XDC, you can borrow. FXD, which is the stable coin of XDC, you can earn liquid staking rewards. Okay, this is how you grow your bags. Okay, so once again, you don't sell your cow to buy a gallon of milk. All right, now that's just another example. I'm just touching on some things here that you ought to understand in order to know what's going on. All right, now let's take a look at this chart here. This is a chart of the plan. This comes from my man that I just showed you, Ted Talks. As a matter of fact, here's his channel, Lift Capital. Okay, Lift Capital. That's Ted's channel. So make sure you go over there and check him out. All right. Anyway, this is a chart, or a cheat sheet as they like to call it. You know, you got Ripple, you got Constellation DAO, you got XDC. I just finished talking about. You got Stellar Lumens, you got Hashgraph Hedera. You got LCX, okay, Dex Coin, all right. You got Quant, you got Algorand, Casper, and IOTA, all right. But there's one thing to notice, and it was funny because as Ted was saying it today, as I was thinking it, he was saying it. If you look down here, you see this little stamp. It says ISO on Hashgraph Hedera. Hashgraph Hedera is not, I repeat, it is not, I repeat, NOT, not an ISO 2022 compliant coin. It's good. I have a Hashpack wallet. I'm staking Hedera. I'm not saying it's not good. All I'm saying is that it has not been selected by FedNow, the IMF, and all of these other people, whereas the others have. Okay, if we go over here to Liechtenstein's LCX, Dex coin, very powerful, very good, but it is not, I repeat, not ISO compliant. All right, so no one understands what you're dealing with. All right, as a matter of fact, it is a ERC20 coin. All right, so no one understands that ultimately Ethereum and Bitcoin will not be your savior, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I talk about the second conversion. Milk that cow the best way you know how for the next couple of years, but ultimately no one understands that your salvation, your refuge does not lie in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And if it doesn't lie in Bitcoin and Ethereum, guess what follows? All right? What did I just tell you with Ethereum? When you say Ethereum, you're also saying Binance. When you say Ethereum, you're also saying Polygon. When you say Ethereum, you're also saying Avalanche. When you say Ethereum, there are other sub-chains that are within that, because Ethereum's at the root. And once you take the root, everything else falls, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I'm trying to get you to understand. Understand the plan. Understand the full weight of what is happening on all around you based on universal law, not speculation and conjecture. What we are talking about is something that is actual, factual, and verifiable. This is what I'm saying to you. So know and understand what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, because we are trying very hard so that you don't get caught behind enemy lines. You got 3 years to get yourself together to make the second conversion, to take your worthless fiat, turn it into crypto. Take your crypto, your Bitcoin and your Ethereum EVM stuff, transport it into ISO 2022 compliant course, because the principle of force is upon you. If you play chess, you know and understand the 4 principles: time, space, force, and pawn structure. What we're talking about right now is the 3rd principle, the principle of force. I just showed you. Zach Rector showed you. Nigeria has declared the old banknotes are worthless. Okay? You think Oprah Winfrey is a billionaire? No, she's not. Okay? Because when your money is worthless, I don't care how much you got. A warehouse of nothing is still a warehouse of nothing. A warehouse of valueless stuff is still valueless. It doesn't matter how much you have if it's not worth anything. As a matter of fact, the paper in your bathroom will probably be worth more than the paper that you got stuffed underneath your pillow, because at least you can wipe your backside with the paper in the bathroom. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, let's like, we ain't pulling no punches here. All right? We're not pulling any punches. Now, I want to tell you about something else, ladies and gentlemen. I want to tell you about one last thing before I go, because I'm not trying to drop all of the bombs right now. You know, I'm just trying to get you within the mindset, to get you within the spirit of understanding what is going on, okay? Now, with that, we're going to go here. Now, Xenium, XXA is the ticker. Xenium, traded, backed, insured by gold itself, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about tokenized gold. All right, when we say tokenized, that means that it's a coin that is what? Unconfiscatable. Meaning, if you had $50,000 worth of gold in your house, you got to hire security. You got to worry about somebody smack you in the head. You won't even be able to sleep with all of that gold around. You'll be like, oh my God, somebody's going to try and kill me. No, you want it to be tokenized, and you want it to be locked down, okay, inside of your decent wallet where nobody can, not even the greatest hacker can get to it, okay? So you can go anywhere in the world with millions of dollars in your crypto wallet or on your Infinity Club card, but especially in your wallet, you only put on your Infinity Club card what you want to spend. But I'm saying, for the most part, cold storage is where you want your stuff, and it is unconfiscatable. You can go anywhere in the world with $18 million on you. Nobody will be the wiser. Why? Because you are your own bank. Now, when I say that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not speaking figuratively. I'm not being poetic. I mean that in the most literal sense. Actually and factually being your own bank. So Xenium is Stellar Lumens, ladies and gentlemen. It is on the Stellar Lumens blockchain. And as I told you before, XRP will be B2B, bank-to-bank goings on and financial settlements. And Stellar Lumens will take place on the front end, which will be P2P, peer-to-peer transactions among the people. So what are you going to have? You're going to have both, okay? Because you're going to be able to deal with the banks directly. You're going to be able to deal with people directly. And you're going to be the central focus of your own financial destiny, ladies and gentlemen. So I went over to my Stellar Lumens Lobster wallet. Get yourself a Lobster wallet, ladies and gentlemen. And I typed it in. It was already there. I added the asset to my wallet. And I swapped out, what was it, almost 100 Stellar Lumens to put a little bit of the Xenium in my wallet. Now, let me tell you the good part before we go. This Xenium, all right? Matter of fact, let's go to the, this is the picture. Let's go to the actual website here. I want to show you one thing before I go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Xenium. There we go. IO. Now, when you go here, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to take you there. The value of cryptocurrency Xenium is based on the 4 precious metals. That, of course, is gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. Now, when you go down here, it's going to give you some more information. It's going to say, you know, financial license, trademark, UP trademark, financial license under EU regulation, member of the Crypto Valley Association, backed by physical precious metal, instant cross-border transfers in 2.5 seconds faster and cheaper than Binance and Ethereum, which is going away, of course, and Bitcoin and Ether and Binance networks, okay? I told you. Milk these cows best way you know how for the next couple of years, but eventually you want to be in these ISO compliant coins, and that's where you're going to build and expand your wealth and live off the dividends in a fashion where you will be able to live any lifestyle you want to live, because even more so than Amschel Rothschild, who had control over a nation's currency, you're going to have control over the rails, the global digital ledger technology currency, ladies and gentlemen. So as it says here, you know how to buy and swap. You know, you go over here and you know, set up a lobster wallet. I did all of this before I even read this. I mean, I'm just there, man. Now this is the only token in the world. The only token in the world. The only token in the world with force majeure asset protection backup. Okay. August 2020, Xenium Foundation has launched a program to purchase Xenium. 100% insured at full value. Only physical precious metals purchase reports. All right, you keep going here, you keep going there, but I didn't even share the best part with you guys. I don't know if it's, I wanted you to hear it from them, but let me tell you essentially what's going on here. Let's go over here to the PDF, the white paper. But let me tell you, in case I don't find it, let me tell you the best part, ladies and gentlemen. This Xenium gold-backed precious metal coin, not only is it what I just said, but it also increases in value. It has auto staking, ladies and gentlemen. In other words, it functions like a rebase / reflection coin where you don't have to put it anywhere. You don't have to relinquish control. You don't have to stake it anywhere. You don't have to do, you know what I'm saying, 30, 60, 90, 2 years stake. Then I can get my coin back in 2 years. No. You just keep it in your wallet. And as you keep it in your wallet, it will increase in value by an annual of 12.53%. That's right. Auto staking. You heard it right. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm giving you the keys to the kingdom. If you do nothing, you get nothing. Stay on the path. Stay on the road of compound interest so that you can be so that you can control your own financial destiny. I told you, when you get into blockchain, you are giving yourself a license to make as much money as you want. Is it going to happen like presto changeo, it's magic? No, it's going to take some sleepless nights. It's going to take some education. It's going to take some trial and error. It's going to take some losses as well as some gains. But the goal, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is to gain more than we lose. And once we do the second conversion into ISO compliant coins, we are home free, baby, because we know that that is the global world's currency and we can use that money anywhere in the world, and it is fully backed by real world assets, precious metals, diamonds, natural gas, providing liquidity for satellites, solar panels. I mean, the list goes on, ladies and gentlemen. In other words, in your crypto wallet, you hold actual value, not mere speculation and conjecture based upon how the people feel that day because it's got a dog on the coin. No, forget the dog. Okay, give me the gold. All right, so This is the Xenium official white paper, ladies and gentlemen. You can download this just as I have and go on and check this out. So without further ado, there's some other knowledge bombs I want to drop on you guys. As a matter of fact, let's go on over here. Now, this right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is a list of all my wallets. You got the Keystone Pro, you got the Swift wallet, you got Zelcore. Cadena was one of my favorite coins I fell in love with first. You got MetaMask, of course, Big Keep. You got Zoom, which is my XRP for all of my XRP and all of my XRP trust lines. You got the Tron wallet, okay, and of course that's where Daisy happens. You got Firefly. You got the little VPN going on. You got Bifrost Nova. You got Globiance. Oh my God, I'm not even going to start with that. Oh, that's another hour. Lobster, Oris, Precious Metals, Kelper, Cosmos, Atom in the house, Interchain, Tendermint. Okay, you will understand these terms. Terra Luna, Crypto.com. You got Bomb Money. You got Sologenic in the house. You got Hashpack. You got Solidify of the Flare Network. Flare and Songbird. We're going to learn about this. Oh, you got the Para Algo wallet for Algorand, ladies and gentlemen. ISO compliant. You got the Cash App. Cash App is a wallet. Yes, indeed it is. You got the Trust wallet. All right. You got all this stuff. You got the Staker app going on here. You know, if you want to do Hex, you know, you got the Eternal wallet for Cardano and Yuri, you know, Coinbase, Nexo, Exodus, Stargazer for Constellation DAG, ladies and gentlemen, and you even got the Pirate wallet if you want to get your R on, you know what I'm saying? So the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is do your due diligence. It's all there for the taking. And I just want to give you guys the heads up, all right, to let you know and understand that this is how it's going down. I am going to lead you down this rabbit hole. You can use me as, you know, I used to tell my student, the #1 crash test dummy, because I am going to give you safe passage through the crypto space to minimize the bumps and bruises along the way. Because if you see me getting results, logic states that if you follow the recipe and the methodology of what I do, you will get similar, maybe even better results. Okay, so I will continue to keep you updated, and yeah, let's continue to move on, ladies and gentlemen. So with that, I want you to understand that this is how it's going down, and this is what we are doing. I got another video coming up because there's some more things I wanted to talk about, but this is already going on for too long. So take that, marinate on that, and we'll be back. Okay, with another boombastic video to reveal the plan and how it's going down so that we can take refuge in ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, to become the master of our own financial destiny. Thank you.